And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and I tell you what, man, once again, I am so excited to get started again today and to share time with you. So greetings to all of you. Sincerely, thank you for tuning in, whether it's now or later, right? Happy Friday to everyone. Joining together. Avil, thank you, man. Get this going, Jack. And it looks like you're looking for a little bit of attention today, so we'll see where it goes. But holy cows and praise God. I am excited to get started. This topic today, the simplicity of God and life and you and me. Blessings to all this amazing Friday. And shout out to you, Mike, and everyone who's here. And whether it's now or later, you join now or later. Thank you. And if now's not the best time, come back. Don't be afraid. Walk away. Come back, and just speed through it. I turned the ads off too for those who worried about that. I just want to make things comfortable for all of us. And I want you to be comfortable as we talk about these things. Because really, I can envision, I don't know. My hope is to share some things each day that do help you, whoever you are. Because I know everyone's not for everyone, and I'm sure not for everybody. I mean, I get people all sorts of confused about me. But my heart is genuine. My prayers are true. I'm pretty sure my life is real, but I still got doubts, right? I still got doubts if this is actually real. I'm pretty sure I'm not AI, right? And I heard you can't put the hand in front of the face in AI or something like that. I'm pretty sure I'm not that. I'm pretty sure this is real life. And if this is real, then what Jesus said, what was recorded, and what he said and did, then that's right. That's the way to be. Now, if this is not real, if this is not real life, and this is not happening, the greater picture of today, if it's not real, then just do whatever you want. Just have fun, right? Have fun with me. What I say doesn't matter. You can do what you want later. And really what I say doesn't matter unless you allow it to matter. But what I'm suggesting is, well, it's important that you realize you are here for more than you dreamed. More than you dreamed is beyond the limits of your thoughts, okay? Beyond the limits of your imagination. Beyond the limits of you is God. God, you align you with God and you find more than you dreamed of, more than you knew was possible. It becomes true. And you can't deny what's true, not when you know. And I want you to know, I truly want you to know, God is with you. And that which is with you is for you. And that which is for you, well, do with as you want. But no. See, throughout time, it's been over and over and over, man. People have talked people out of talking with God. Oh, you're crazy. You hear voices. Oh, you're nuts. You see signs. You're a fool. I mean, people say the stupidest things. And so I say them in stupid ways. I don't mean to offend anybody, but it's true. People have talked people out of a lot of good things throughout the past. but speaking with God is simple. Okay, trust in that. The voice you use is the tool God gave you to use, right? It might feel uncomfortable at first, but learning to speak the truth, it gets easier with practice. Learning to accept the truth, humility gets easier with practice. Everything does. I mean, life can be complicated. There's no doubt about that. But a relationship with God can be extremely simple. It really can. At least that's what I found for me. Speaking with God is simple. Trust that before you have a thought, before you speak a word, God knows you and what's within you. Okay? But confess it for yourself. So the truth is given power. So you're not hiding from whatever's troubling you. Speaking with God is simple, but trusting you have been heard, that takes practice, right? Because faith is something you got to build on. All good things, you got to give attention and nurture them and grow, just like the bad things. If you let go of some of the bad things, sometimes they're gone, especially if it's just a memory or a thought or a bad idea or a dumb idea. Something you know is a dumb thing to do. Let go of it. You don't have to, right? But even though it takes practice to trust that you've been heard by God, be confident in your practice that the results that you're practicing for, the results are worth knowing, okay? Because once you know that God is there with you in your life, your choices change. I can assure you of that. That happened for me, and it was effortlessly. It was like, yeah, I know that was bad for me, so I'm just not going to do that anymore. I know that kind of offended people, so maybe I don't need to be that way, right? These little things, but it requires each of us to become honest, okay? And being honest is simple. It may seem scary to speak the truth if you haven't spoken up in a while. And it may feel uncomfortable to shut up, right? If all you do is dominate the conversation. Each of us has our strengths and our weaknesses, but together, oh, it is divine. When you become whole and not fractured and not broken, then you can become whole with another despite their fractures, despite their brokenness. And that's what we're all here to do. We're not here to break each other, but I guess that's part of the process, man. People's egos and their minds are kind of fragile, and yet, golly, geez, man, so friggin' powerful. Praise God, the paradox is confusing, but if you just sit and allow yourself to know what can you know, the only thing that's true is right now, okay? It's only right now, and it will always be right now in different forms. I mean, this is part of the complicated yet simple beauty of what you and I are sharing, this experience of life. As science has pointed to, right? It's all energy, okay? From no substance, no matter, everything is coming into being in the different forms, right? And you're a form, I'm a form, but these forms are not as real as they seem. It's all energy. And energy through forces, it creates these forms, and in our forms, we feel separated, but we're not. It's not really a separation. What you do can affect me, what I do can affect you. Everyone influences everyone. And as part of this beautiful, glorious expansion of knowing and knowledge, we call that truth, right? Because the truth is God. It is with the truth you can know God. And you can know the truth of God in the now. And it's eternally now. And God's presence is eternally present. And the story of Jesus was a perfect story for us, right? That creative force, that intelligence that brings forth energy, light, motion, and life, right? That source of the universe and all that ever was and all that ever might be, it brought an aspect of itself because it is unknowable, right? That which is beyond what can be known is unknowable. It's by definition, and this that I'm pointing at can't be defined, right? It's got no limits on what it is. And knowing its unknowingness, right? But it wants to be known, right? That which brought forth the universe brought forth you for you to know that. It's a beautiful relationship, okay? And so that you and I and all the people throughout time could have a better understanding of its intentions and what it wants for you. It sent us many signs, sent us many messengers throughout the years, but God's glory is goodness, and there's a quality of perfection within it that I've recognized. The point is God, through its glory in the story, revealed to us its will for mankind to love one another, to be with love as you live with God and one another. The message is pretty simple. If you accept it, then you can realize that God's love is miraculous, right? That's what Jesus demonstrated. The story is miraculous. But it truly was. It was by the faith, the spark of faith, the spark of God between those others that they found healing. And that's what he confirmed with them. It is through your faith that this happens. And through his faith, he showed us the way out of this open air prison run by the insane. The way for us out of this craziness and insanity. Come on now, StreamYard. We've got to recognize these real life cartoon characters that have been given wealth and power. I can present the case that they're criminally insane without a direct examination, just at the products, right? The fruit of their being, their focus, their lack of integrity, their lack of compassion, their all the signs of what Christ said not to be like. I mean, and yet we live in a world where the corrupted have been rewarded. Brothers and sisters, please accept the truth. The simplicity of God is true, as is its complexity. But you can sit with both and be amazed by both if you allow you, and God allows you. Because God is with the truth. If you allow yourself to continue to carry doubts, right, they'll evolve into fears, worries, little things that you don't like. But also, if you allow yourself to carry doubts, then you will likely end up with self-doubts, which are real because you won't allow yourself to make up your mind. Only you can overcome your doubts. Only you can overcome your unworthiness. Only you can overcome you, your temptations, your lusts, your weaknesses. But if you deny them and you ignore them and you pretend they're not true, well, I guess life continues on until it changes. But what I've found for myself, and I've looked at the patterns of me, and there's logic, right? There is logic in our emotions and the patterns of everything. At least I found that in myself. Anger blinds us. Even if we can righteously call it righteous. I'm righteous to be angry. My anger is righteous. Okay. You're still fucking angry, dude. So what about your excuse? It's the results we got to look at. And if you look at what anger does, anger blinds. It blinds us, right? Because we're focused and our emotions are up, and because our emotions are up, we're focused, ready to attack or defend. The higher consciousness that you are, that the Holy Spirit brings you, it's above the anger and the fear. It's beyond the anger and the fear, right? The anger and the fear are the worldly limitations because you think your form matters. You think your identity, the thoughts of you think it matters. Sometimes it does. A lot of times it doesn't. The reality is love. Love reveals. Love transforms. Love is what God wants you to do. Okay, if you call yourself a Christian and you find yourself hating, you're doing it wrong. Okay? Because the way to be a Christian is to follow Jesus, and to follow Jesus is to seek perfection. You find perfection found only with God. So you unite you with God throughout the day, and you trust you're with God at night. It's a practice I found for myself, and it seems to make sense. Because I feel pretty freaking good, guys. I wish I could share how good I feel with you right now. I mean, it's just pleasure. And, sometimes it just keeps me up at night, too, because I just feel so good. But I also know in the deep shadows of me, there's people suffering. And so I got this conflict within me. But I trust in God. Right? And I trust in God, and I thank God that, holy cows, man, I didn't know I could feel so good. Which is what I'm trying to point out to you, dude. You're here for more than you dreamed. I'm telling you. And it's found with God and God alone. Christos, I love you, brother. I'm so glad that you're here again. One of these days, you're going to allow yourself to change your mind. And when your mind changes, dude, we're going to have so much fun. We will. So what did I miss? Did I miss anything good? Andy, come on now, buddy. We could explore your anger and what's the sadness or fear behind that, okay? But let's not profane the good. And 2 packs of sugar, fair enough. There is righteous joy as well. And you know what? This is what I thought about earlier today. I said this to a friend. Do you know that we have the option to celebrate today? You can find a reason. Just like you can find a reason to complain, you can find a reason to celebrate. So can you celebrate because you can celebrate? Holy shit! I got the freedom to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate that, right? Just do what you got to do to bring more joy and excitement into your life. It's just a head game, but it's really an important game. Okay, it's a spiritual battle for your goodness and your life. And it's not just after you die. The whole message is so you live a good life while you're here. Do it. Do it. I dare you. I dare you. See how good you can be. You can be. See how great you can become. I mean, because if you settle into the truth of who you are right now, what you are is the result of what you and God created together. There was other people, but those people were moved with God, so you had no control over them. It was you and God. And this really is, the more and more I'm settling into the present moment with God, the more and more I'm looking at this life as what I think it really is. It's mostly a dream. People dream all sorts of things. I dream I've got a guest. Let's see where we go today. Welcome back, Stephen. How are you?
Hello, Jack. I'm doing fairly well. How are you today? I'm here to listen more today and try to interrupt less. My mistake the other day.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. You came to mind earlier, if I can share. Oh yeah, who's this guy Avel? Avel. Been
I
talking
don't know.
crap in the chat for some reason. Was looking sounding anxious to get a chance to speak to me. So let's see where this goes. Is it Avel or Avel?
Hello, it seems like I might be a little buggy right now. Can you guys hear me fine?
It sounds slightly robot-y, but not too bad. You want to try
I'm gonna
reconnecting?
leave and come back. I think it might be a bit buggy.
Give it a try.
I
Um,
could hear him. Um, I don't know who that is, though, Jack.
I don't either. Hey, either way, Jesus said it himself. I am is the only way. They changed it to I am the only way through me. Now, I've heard it explained, and I can accept the explanation that as he's speaking that, he had pointed already, I believe he had already pointed at the Father was with him, and the only thing he speaks is what he hears from the Father, right? So what he was pointing at is the Holy Spirit that was living him. The way he was living is the only way to be. But I've heard plenty of testimonies that I won't really doubt that there is power in Jesus, in that name. And I mean, the whole purpose, though, is to point the people to the Father. Um, that's what I know. Hello, sir. Is that better?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yep, it seems better now.
Glad to have you. Welcome. Where should we begin?
Thanks. Thank you. I've got a few thoughts, but I kind of like you when you're flowing, and I can bring it up now or later or whatever. I just it's kind of divisive is to say, so maybe we can just chill and and maybe I can try to puzzle it in as we go, or not.
So,
It's up to you.
well, either way, I'm good with either way. We kind of broke for a moment there, so whatever works.
Well, I got a couple issues.
Go
First
ahead.
issue is your flippant way of like preaching the truth to people. I don't think you equip people with the truth, like the ramifications of what the truth will do to people. A lot of times, I would, I think that your audience is maybe some people who are a little traumatized in one way or another, or have some other form of nervous system issues. So you sit there
Agreed.
and you preach to them, just go ahead and tell the truth to people. Like, go out to the few connections you have left and see how that works. You know what I mean? It's just, It's lazy guru work, Jack. You need mentorship, and I'm here for you, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
for the
welcome, and I'm here. Yeah, absolutely. Like
the
let me make it real for you because it's joking. Let me make it real for you. Say you're, or I hold on. I can't do that because that's too personal. Um, say there's a person you really care about, like an old friend or something that you miss that relationship, and they come back and they start unloading on you all the reasons that you let them down or whatever, XYZ. And it doesn't matter. It's their story. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. What does that do to you? Like what if it was your father and your father upholds your own identity, right? Because you're not in your true identity. You're in um, the one that is given to you, right? I am what you say I am, that type of thing, which is the majority of people. So you just say to this majority, go ahead and speak your truth. Just fucking start letting it go. These people are going to get crushed because they're not equipped to know what's coming. Does that make
possibly
sense?
possibly, but the very first step that I'm really maybe I could do a lot better job of reinforcing. The very first step is honesty within. And if we're honest within, we can be compassionate. It's within our wheelhouse. It's available to us. Steven, what are you doing, dude?
Oh, but I don't want to get bogged down in Steven's bullshit. Let me give you a personal thing, and maybe we can connect it together.
No, here.
Um,
We're done with him. He showed he's just here for games. Go ahead, please.
I must have missed that, but yeah, yeah, absolutely. Get rid of him. I don't like him anyways. But so say like hypothetically, I was like a viciously physically abused child, right? Got beat to shit, and I get older, and my father is older as well, and he's now contemplating his decisions. Maybe he's, remorseful, XYZ. Maybe he's not. But in this instant, he's not. So I go up to him and I say, but he pretends to be, right? So it's usually it's codependent people are fucking manipulated. So I go up to him and I say, how you treated me has caused me all these issues throughout my life and given me all these false beliefs about who I was. And I say that to him. I fucking speak my truth, right? This is my gripe. The first one I'm starting out with. Give him that, and he just fucking sticks it down my throat, right? Like how well is the truth serving me at that point? Is it more beneficial to reconcile that shit inside, or is it more beneficial to say that to a receptive audience? This is what I mean when I think that you flippantly just say like the truth above all, the truth will set you free. Truth needs to be managed with care. It does. I mean,
Okay.
and here's the other point, Jack. Most people don't care about truth. What they care about in relationship is people who don't jeopardize their sense of self. So if I'm a codependent on you, Jack,
Mm-hmm.
so say you give me all of my sense of worth.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with truth. It's all built on false belief. This is how normal human interaction is. This is the
I
majority of
know.
humanity. So it has
I
nothing to
know.
do with truth. I
Hold
think
on.
you need to
Hold
prepare
on.
people
Hold
with
on.
that.
Please hold
Okay.
on.
Yep. Go ahead.
Because you're making assumptions. I don't know things. And then you also ran with some example I have never suggested. Um, I don't recommend blame to anyone. And that's what I heard you saying in that example of going to the abusive dad and blaming because I got hurt. I got shown wrong. No, none of that. I'm sorry. I'm not sure how I've said a lot of things. Um,
Maybe we're not understanding each other right now. When you say like the truth will set you free, in what context?
well, when we finally overcome our doubts and we accept the truth for what it is. We stop denying that we can't know, or we accept that we can't know. The
Sure.
truth sets us free from our confusion, our deception, and there's another one.
Okay.
It's part of the societal programming. The people have been deceived into enabling each other's confusion and deception.
Well, then it sounds like you agree with me that there is a widespread deception that lies on everyone. So I would posit that you agree with me. So to say that you break free of this lie or this false self perception that everyone goes about their lives with, if you break that, it's not in isolation. When you break that, you have peers, you have family, you have everything. And you when you change, it doesn't matter if it's for the better or the worse. What matters to the individual that you are in relationship with is how it affects their sense of self. This is what I mean when I say that.
Right.
It's about emotional stability over truth. And that's why when that's my gripe is that you just preach truth. It's like truth needs to be wielded with care. Some
It needs to be
people only
respect.
love you when you give them a part of yourself that they depend on, that gives them something to themselves, right? I
Right.
give you I give you my ear, right? I listen to you, and that makes you feel validated. It's not about me, it's not about the truth, it's about what I give to them. The type of person Very few people care about the truth. So when you say that, I don't think you're doing anybody any good unless you caveat it with how it can fuck you up, and it most likely will. The road to truth and understanding and self understanding, integrating and understanding all the bullshit that you fucking coped your entire life, right? The manipulation you put on other people, the fake love you give other people. We all do it ourselves. Us transitioning into truth seeking mode, right? I feel like
Well,
I'm overwhelming you right now. I'm just fucking putting too much, and it's too hard for you to fucking navigate. So I'm gonna step back for a second. I'll be back in about like maybe a minute or so.
well, I was hoping you'd want to hear what I had to say, but
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely. Well, I'm listening, but go ahead. Just give me like a minute. I gotta pee.
yeah, I was listening to you describe the patterns that are common. I recognize them pretty clearly: the codependency, the unhealthy relationships. And that's what I'm suggesting. People stop lying to themselves and each other. Otherwise, you end up in unhealthy relationships. I know the symptoms, I know the solutions. And something that I actually, what you were saying, reminded me of today. Along the lines of this, right? People have talked people out of talking with God. People have talked people out of doing what is good. Sometimes what is good is hard. Sometimes the hard doesn't matter because it's worth it, right? And actually, sometimes what seems hard is actually very simple. And I'm suggesting that the path to God and the path to enlightenment and the path to a greater life, it can begin as soon as you and God allow it. It's very simple.
These
Start.
are platitudes in my view, Jack, because it's never simple. If you could give me an example of a time in your life when it's been simple.
It's pretty
It's
simple.
never simple. Not once has it ever been simple. Life is fucking messy and it sucks a lot of it most of the time. It's a fucking dredge,
There's
you know? And God is the only thing that makes it worth anything. It's I
right. So you get yourself with God, and then you see the simple instead of the hard, because what you do is you practice getting out of the way. It's the egoic mind, the identity that's formed in the life and usually early childhood picks up these fucking trauma. Excuse my language. Picks up a lot of
No, go ahead. Let it dude,
trauma.
being angry is not something to like have a negative view on yourself about. It's actually the most healthy thing you can do. It's a first step. So like don't do that.
Well, I recognize the suggestion, but kind of pointed at it earlier from my own experience. Even when my anger was well deserved by logical perspective, it was righteous. Anger has consequences. My family and friends haven't apparently forgotten that I got angry and yelled at them.
Yeah, well, anger is also a consequence, Jack. So it's not something to feel shame over and not to apologize about.
Well, anger is hiding something. Anger
It's
is
not hiding.
typically,
Anger is a fucking useful emotion. We have it for a reason. We get angry when we're. I'm
seems you
sorry.
want
I was getting a little fucking angry there, wasn't I? Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, it seems you want to defend anger, and I've kind of worked through that.
Well, let me ask you this then. If we're on the anger thing and we're kind of transitioning here, what is the first stage of reformation of kind of shedding the fake mask that you wore to please other people and realizing no one's coming to save you and it makes you angry? Is that or I'm trying to answer my own question. What is the first stage though? Usually, is it grief? Is it anger? Is it bewilderment? What is it in your view?
I think before you even find the grief and the anger, and those will be found, you got to start with acceptance. You got to accept the fact that I can do better. There's work to be done. There's I can overcome what I did in the past, right? This is the idea that Jesus was saying you must be reborn.
No,
You get
you're
this
fighting. You're fighting. You're fighting the idea that I am what I do, right? So if I do something 5 years ago that sticks
right,
with me, I'm always that. I don't
right,
think that's necessarily true.
right. Great point. I would suggest the path. Well, the path I found, and it's been taught by many others, so seems to work. The path is within. The key is to sit with yourself, with your memories, with your feelings, with the wholeness of you, your whole life, and sit with you as you are and be with you. Be gentle, be honest, and go within and ask yourself, what is holding me back from being with love?
Can I ask you a few probing questions just to kind of understand where you're coming from?
Please.
Am, these are hypothetical, but I'll use myself. Am I unique, or am I special? Am I unique, special?
There's a specialness and a uniqueness to everyone, every moment, and yet there's a consistency and a sameness as well. So
I'm having a hard time.
yes and no is what I'm saying. Both.
Okay, I don't do well with a hard time with. I'm both, but give me a second here. Let me try to.
I can expand on this too.
Sure, go ahead.
It is the concept of non-dualism. There's within everything that we will conceive of or be, there's polarities. One and the other are connected. There's no separating. They're identical in nature, varying by degrees, right? So
I don't know that, but go on.
it is a paradox. Okay, this life is very complicated, right? It's very complex to navigate from childhood to grave as a human. There's a lot to learn, a lot to do, and all of that. That's part of it. But at the same time,
Just constantly being berated with how stupid you are and how you thought you had it figured out, right?
some of that starts when we're young and we carry that voice. How stupid we are, how not good enough we are, what a problem we are, all
Oh,
that.
Jack, I just say that to say like how jarring life can be, when you have those realizations, like,
Oh yes,
fuck,
yes.
I'm as dumb as it gets, and all of these people around me are somehow dumber than that. You know, it's those type of. That's what I thought you were talking about.
My apologies. I got distracted by a nuisance in the chat, but real briefly, since I did get distracted, thank you for the contribution as you reveal yourself once again, Mr. Stephen. It is you that is paying me to insult me, fool. Thank you for your contribution. I love you too, buddy, but you're not welcome here because you lack self-control and self-respect. Sorry.
Steven just wants attention. He just wants to,
I know.
make sense of the world, and just like me, just like you, he's not that much. I mean, I don't like the guy, but he's not so dissimilar.
No.
Really, he's. I mean, maybe he. I don't fucking know him, but
I agree.
it's all the same soup.
Yes, thank you for your money, Stephen.
Hank, welcome to you, brother. Here's another one who is
What's up, Fedora Hank?
Yep.
yeah, special and
Yup.
unique.
Hold on,
Yeah,
Jack. Yup. You can't give me a simple hello.
No, I can't. It's too hard. I'm
Did I
retarded.
fucking kick your dog? What do you? Why are you so? What do you disagree with, Hank? Let's go. I'm ready
Oh,
for this.
yes. So right now with you, I actually don't disagree with you at all. Um, with Jack,
Oh, okay. Well then, sorry, Jack. I thought he
yes,
didn't give me a hello. I thought he was kicking some butt. My bad.
yes,
Excuse me.
but not yet.
Hey, pardon me for a second, Hank.
Phil, please let Hank settle in first, and then we'll get to you. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, Hank. Please go ahead.
Yes, and with Jack, he knows this disagreement. He says honesty will repair relationships, but you yourself was honest with Pony Boy Snafu Snaps, and what he did was make a 19 episode documentary series on the stuff you gave him. And me, with who gave him nothing, he made like one episode twice, and then he couldn't find anything else. So, in my opinion, me not telling him stuff made my relationship better because then he has nothing to say about me other than this old scripting he gets stuck in for a year or two.
If I may,
My
Jack, can
opinion.
I just caveat what he said there, quick? Because he's touching on a deeper point, really, and that's that it's probably not in the best interest of any person to divulge their deepest desires or their deepest goals, because once you put it out there and you make it open to critique, it won't do you any good, and it's a really deep spiritual meaning. It's the meaning that we grab onto to make sense. It's messy, but Hank is 100% right. You should not be telling people your deepest desires. You should not be telling them your goals. If you want to start a business, anything from the mundane small business to,
Every case, every moment is different, right? Some people should, many should not. It depends on the purpose and the reason for sharing, right?
maybe I don't think a single person, I don't think there's any exceptions to that. I don't think anybody,
Well,
you should never be doing that.
right,
Maybe if you're a politician, you're campaigning, but that's all bullshit
right.
anyways, right?
Okay, and or I mean, someone like me who cannot accomplish his goals on his own, I'm looking for others to join me because I really do believe it's time. Someone's got to do something about what's going on.
Why
I'm willing
can't
to
you do it all
try.
by yourself, though, Jack? Jesus did it all by himself. Jesus
I
didn't need
know.
anybody.
I know, but that's the different lesson for today. Jesus was the example to follow. I'm doing that. God has not let me succeed in even what seemed the most obvious and logical ways. So I'm trusting in God. I am more and more and more every single day, truly.
Good point.
And that's what gives me hope and faith. And actually, I want to share this with everyone. Please consider It's up to each of us to overcome the doubts, the doubts within us. But if you can have faith that you have been prepared, that you are prepared for anything that you may encounter, you might find out that you are.
Jack, these are more fucking platitudes. This is back to the truth thing that we initially started on. It's like you load people with platitudes.
I'm muting you because what would be better is if you considered them and considered my platitudes instead of complaining about them. I'd like to welcome in objective ethics as well. Please. How you doing, brother?
Always good to see you. Excuse me. Always good to see you, family. Listen, I just wanted to just mention really quickly, and I actually sent this in a super chat, but my phone kind of glitched a little bit, and so I tried to resend it. It said the purchase was already made, but I don't see it in the chat. So I'll just come up here to tell you. But I think you should have received it at least. But at any rate, the truth can indeed be used as a weapon, but so can a hammer. If somebody uses a hammer as a weapon, should we stop using hammers to drive nails? The truth should be used to eliminate lies, but it should be done with love. That's what
a sponge can be used as a weapon with fucking chloroform. Like,
bro, that is so
it's
true.
It's another fucking platitude.
Husband got attacked by a hammer.
Right.
It's just like meaningless platitudes. You guys are saying things, pretending them like be insightful, but it's not.
Those were wise words, though, Jack. Thank you for saying them.
A hammer can also be used as a weapon. Like, what does that mean?
Is this guy like a doubter?
If you want to understand, ask questions and stop complaining.
That was a question, Jack. Do you want me to repeat it?
The one who says much is often the most ignorant.
Well,
you think I'm ignorant? You want to go toe to toe? I fucking relish it. Please.
No. What you're doing is you're bringing your ego, your air of superiority, quite apparent. You said earlier you're here to refine me, to coach me, and I didn't ask for that. I don't even know who the hell you think you are. But
man,
you're
that's
welcome
fucking
here.
Weird, dude.
Hey,
you're here to coach the coach.
Moose.
Sorry, Jack.
Please. Thank you. I thought about you earlier too, man. God bless you.
God bless you too, brother. I'm glad to be here. I'm here to learn. I'm not here to be a deceiver, a denier, whatever, man. So
thank you, Moose. God bless you. You're on to something, Moose. It's good to see you.
You know what, guys? We can all be a little bit arrogant with each other. I recognize my own potential. Someone pointed out the word platitude, and I think that's appropriate for many of us. We speak with confidence, and that's good, but are we listening with as much confidence, right? Are we listening with earnestly as we are confident? This is what I've been learning, guys, is to listen to my heart. That's where the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, it's within every single one of us. Okay, despite what the religions have done, there's so much wisdom in the teachings of be with love, find forgiveness, stand for mercy, take care of the vulnerable. And I mean, again, today, I'll put the call out to all men especially. Let's accept our part in the problem. The women and the children in this world, they depend on us to be righteous.
Exactly.
Women own more houses in the U.S. than men. They make almost more money on average. They have plenty of benefits to divorce.
Does that
change?
Are you? Well, no. What I'm taking issue with right now, Jack, is that you are singling out women and children as victims in modern day. Is that fair characterization?
Look, it's all right to have a small penis. Abel.
Not doing that. Okay. I'm speaking the truth. Men, by biological happenings, happen to be the stronger and the more powerful part of our breeding, right?
That's right, Jack. Don't let him forget it. We got the brawn.
Okay, well, who's going to ostracize you from your group? Is it going to be a woman or a man on average?
Nobody's going to
trying to interrupt and take us off that direction, dude? Why
Well,
aren't you trying to
you're saying it's
understand?
power. Like, where does the real power
No,
lie? You guys are so full of bullshit. I mean, I can't help myself but chime in. I'll
you
try.
you can help yourself, and I'm gonna help you. Okay. When you start getting out, I'll start muting you again just to remind you. You're welcome to stay, but dude, it you've got these ideas. I'm not going to argue about your ideas, okay? I don't want to argue about mine either. I'd prefer that we discuss them because I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong. What I was saying, what I was trying to point out is even according to the fundamental religious, the men are in charge. So
Yeah.
let's claim our authority as sovereign, righteous men. Let's unite together with the purposes of confronting the corrupted, the cruel, and the greedy men. And let's make it easier for all the men, all the women, all the children, all around the world.
It's
Time
false
to draw a
framing.
hard
You're
line,
pretending
Jack.
like we're more corrupted now than we've ever been. It's always been the same. The corruption will not change. It
Hold
will
on,
stay.
Hey,
hold on,
Imperious, I
please,
want to say
please
welcome,
stop.
brother.
It is ontology, Jack. It is part of our nature. And if you want to,
No, you're looping in the past. You're acting like the
Yep.
past has control over the future. And if you'd stay present in the
Precisely.
here and now, we could have different conversations.
That's what I'm
Please.
learning
no,
about.
I think you're
About
trying
being
to
in the
say like,
present.
go ahead, sir.
Hey, welcome, Imperious. It's nice to see you.
This motherfucker is going to get me kicked. Imperious, you're a stupid motherfucker. Now
See,
go ahead and
what
spaz out.
is your
You don't have to
issue,
attack him.
man? You got some
Imperious.
inside emotions like built up,
Jack
dude.
Peace and
Yeah.
Jack,
I'm
let's
big
stop
on
with
that.
this nincompoopery. Jack, let's
Stop.
stop with
No
this. Let's
insults.
stop,
No
Jack.
insults.
We need some
Stop
serious.
appealing to the moderator and talk to
No, I
me,
just
Imperious. What do you?
He wasn't talking to you for
Jesus,
a
Jack.
reason.
I was talking
It's
to Jack. I'm here to talk to the prophet, not to you.
This is
All
one
right?
of those
Number
moments
one,
where
Jack
Jack
was
would
asking
usually say, if you shut up, you'll understand, Abel.
Yeah, thank
Well,
you. Thank
fucking
you.
Protest
Yeah,
Master 2000 always has a protest. I'm sorry. I just
Are
assumed.
you
My
trying
bad,
to out,
Imperious.
are you trying to outdo him? You seem to be doing better, more.
You know,
More
Jack,
Can I just
that projection is
offer
where
also
they say
Go
just
ahead,
real briefly, Avel, everything happens for a reason.
There we go.
There we
Beautiful.
go.
Owl seems like he's got
how
some
do I
problems.
know
This guy's
that?
got some real problems, Jack. This guy's got some
It's
real
okay.
problems.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm a guy that people bring their problems to, and if they let me, we can work them out. But
Imperious, you trigger me because you're abrasive and you speak
whoa. Blame. Hold on.
without inhibition. Can
Hold
I
on.
not say?
Brother, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you're revealing you, okay? In the words you're accusing him of being, that's what you're doing because you're blaming.
That's right. Whatever. I'm rubber. You're glue. Whatever you say to me bounces off to me and goes back to you.
All right, Imperious, hold on. I used to do that shit to Jack all the time, Abel. It's not cool.
That's hold on. Let me respond,
at
please.
you, bro. Nobody's laughing. It's
please.
not funny.
Oh, that's fine. I understand that, but Jack, what I'm saying is that. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
go ahead. Let me know when I can respond.
Literally,
And then
all
I'll
of us
respond.
here
I don't want to keep interrupting.
did this to Jack, including himself. Come on, Abel, you're late to the program.
I'm trying to let Abel respond, please.
So your insight of projection is not an insight because I said it, maybe 20 seconds prior. To finish what I was going to say, why Imperious is so infuriating, annoying, and I don't like him is because he has good qualities. He just doesn't use them properly. He's
Jack, look
like
at
a
these
fucking.
subversive insults, Jack. Subversive insults.
Oh,
sit through it, please.
We were gonna get there. Hold on until he's done.
Let him. Please continue.
Well, that's to you, Imperious. You can appeal to Jack if you have issue with my protest.
Keep it with me. You're describing why he's got control of your feelings.
I'm not interested in the mediary. I kind of wanted to get into it with him, but he's not interested, so I'm going to let it go. Right? That's how it goes.
I'm actually more interested in helping you resolve that inner want to fight and interrupt because
Jack,
we'd have more fun.
Jack, do you think he's horny for me? Do you think he's horny for me?
No. Please let Hank speak.
Serious question real fast. Serious
Hold
question.
on. Let Hank speak.
Yes. Are you sure Abel isn't Rachel Wilson with a voice changer? Because this is literally what she said to you last time.
See, I had a serious question, bro. Have you
my real account? Hold on a second. Just so you know, Hank, my real account is Joseph. Just plain and simple. I've been around these parts for a while. This is just my fucking sock account.
All right, but are you high right now?
So I am not
Rachel. Smoking weed? Are you know, because like you seem to be not in the
smoking
same
weed, drinking beer, and mowing the lawn. I'm about to go start digging dirt for put some fill around my foundation here. I'm having a fucking grand old time.
Hey, I want to say shout
thankful,
out to Objective
grateful,
Ethics.
Truly blessed. Much love and appreciation for your generous donation.
The truth can be used as a weapon, so can a hammer. If someone uses a hammer as a weapon, should we stop using hammers to drive nails?
Should we take people who
Truth is
are
only useful to
mentally
eliminate lies, but it must be done with love.
right? So can I
was
answer an
almost
analogy
done
with another analogy that's better than yours? It's like, okay, so if I have a weapon here, which is anything under the sun, under your description, can I give that weapon to somebody who doesn't understand it and just tell them to go and start pointing it at? Okay, well, this is why your analogy is ridiculous.
Hey, what are you doing?
Give it to him with direction.
What do you think you're accomplishing with this? Rah, 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 rah. You're wrong. You're wrong. I don't get it, man.
Yeah, chill out, man.
It's not
you
wrong.
Show him how to use the hammer.
Now I'm confused, Jack. You were you know, at the beginning of the stream you were wielding truth as your your moral cudgel, and now it's like, well, maybe lay off a little bit. I'll lay off because I understand social dynamics, and truth is not supreme in social dynamics. What is supreme is social certainty.
Shut up. So, that's what you're demonstrating for sure. You're saying what you're doing. Please shut up and listen to yourself.
Go ahead and explain how I'm doing that, Jack.
Jack,
I don't understand how I am. Or I'm curious, you can explain how I'm doing what Jack's saying. I'd love to hear your explanation of how that's happening.
Yeah, obey the Talcott. Obey Talcott.
Okay, there we go.
No.
Fucking beautiful insight, baby. Let's go.
Please, the path to know anything is through humility. The arrogance creates these disagreements. And Avil, you said one of the things about Imperius is he can do better. Well, if you take responsibility, the reason you're upset is because of your expectations. Please allow your expectations of yourself and others to be more flexible. Please.
That's not true. I see a little fragment of myself in Imperius, and I just think that Imperius is still stuck in his trauma too much to wield it effectively.
I know,
that's
but
my
you're not,
issue.
Avil, but you're not looking at yourself, which is the only place I'm asking you to control. Okay.
Okay. Well, what aspects of myself am I being blindsided by, Jack? Because
you're sounding like an ex-wife. You're sounding like an ex-wife, bro. Like you're just
please. While true, let's not be.
That was fucking crazy, Imperius. I don't know how I'll recover from that one. It was so deep, it just cut me straight to the bone, Imperius. Fucking ex-wife.
I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying to tell you. I was just making an observation that you're like going after Jack like an ex-wife.
It's okay. It's all.
Are you lost, Imperius? What do you think this channel is about? This is prime content for Jack. This is the bread.
You're mistaken. Please silence yourself. Thank you. A million sparks.
Jack wants love.
Jack wants love. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. For the great Jack Talcott, for asking Avil to shut up.
Well done, Jack.
Gosh. Seriously.
Because he doesn't understand that that it is what it is. So like he doesn't have that base. He's not dealing with reality as it is. He's got like this objective that he needs to push on you, and he's going to crush you with it until you comply or submit.
It's
What's your
okay.
name? Dick? Do you think I have an objective here? Do you think I'm here to have
It
fun, or do
sounds
you
like
think
it.
I'm here,
It
or do you
sounds
think
like
I'm
you're
here
Yeah,
to
claiming
it
to
get
sounds
be
some
like you're
the
type
trying to
of,
oracle of
derail
truth.
Jack from his love message. You're trying
to
to
fulfill
derail
some
Jack from his
emotional
love
need?
message.
It
No,
That
sounds
hold
might be
on.
an
Yes,
emotional
yes,
need.
you
It
want
could
Jack.
be.
Hold on. This might be a good question.
I think it is. I brought it up, and maybe it is an emotional need I need to fill. I think people go through rage and grief, understanding, and then it repeats, and then it softens each cycle until you integrate who you really are. But
Okay.
you kicked him out of here, so I can't. You know.
It's okay. I kicked him out because I want to talk to you.
All right, what's up, Jack? Let him
Well,
speak to me. Give me your heart, baby.
the fact is, I opened it up and while I saw some kind of provocation I thought I saw some provocation in the chat before I brought you up. I did so in good faith, trusting we'd figure it out. But the
Jack,
question,
I tried to give you fair warning, baby. I was like, I am abrasive, so I put it out there for you. I wasn't trying to hide it.
so the
I come
question,
on panels. I'm not normally abrasive, Jack. Normally, I'm a very fun person to be around. I come on panels when I fucking got an axe to grind. I'm just fucking pissy about people in my life or in my community acting like shit. I come on here and fucking talk about it. That's how it goes. And it's I think that's not unique to me. I think it's especially on your channel, I think it's average. So
yeah,
I can be the pincushion for it. I find it very entertaining and I like to spar until I get kicked. But that's what we do. That's why we do it. We do it for understanding. Um,
you're saying a lot. Well, let me ask you first. How am I supposed to say your name? What's it supposed to be?
Avail, it's new beginnings is what it
All right.
means.
Oh, well,
You can
perfect.
say Avil. I don't know specifically. I
Well,
just looked it up.
perfect. Avil, if the intent is new beginnings, can we set that as a goal? Because the reason I paused this is I thought a fair question was asked that I really can't discern. You might have just answered it. I wanted to
Sure,
know
go
what
ahead.
you were doing here, but it sounds you did answer it. Not earlier, but just now. You said that you're taking frustrations of your life out on innocent people online because you think it's fun. That seems selfish, doesn't it?
Well, I disagree completely with the framing, but
Okay,
I would
please.
agree with how I
Let's
framed it.
discuss.
But
Well,
okay, sure.
where did I miss it? What's your disagreement with the way I framed it?
The taking it out on innocent people like an abuser, I disagree with that.
Oh, did I provoke you in some way?
No, I just think you mischaracterize it. I'm not out here to abuse people or hurt people. I'm out here to um,
Insta
to
kind of
juxtapose.
antagonize.
Well, I mean, you made an accusation and then you cut me off during clarification. Go ahead, Jack, and let me know when when you're ready.
Well, I interjected because, forgive me for misreading, it seemed like you were pausing, trying to find the honest word. And I was just offering some suggestions over what I've experienced with your interruptions and your contrarian attitude.
I am a
So,
contrarian. That's fair.
but at the same time, you said there's a better version of you. Just like you got angry at Imperius for not bringing his better version, you're leaving your better version away. What are you doing, dude?
Well, I mean, you don't have the right context. The version that I bring to you now is the same version I would bring to a close friend. Would it be a coworker who I think is insecure? No, I would never talk to him this way. I would not fucking blow their world apart by telling them why they act so selfish or, whatever is because their mother doesn't hug them, because I relate to that and I wouldn't try to
Wow,
fucking hurt a person in that way. So
dude.
I'm not out here to hurt and victimize people. What I was saying is that people come to these spaces, at least
Mhm,
yours specifically from what I've seen,
mhm.
when they're in a
You,
mood. or
You've
when they
missed.
have, like, you have your channel, Jack, is a context specific channel. The context is God, forgiveness, um, maybe live without fear. It's a cliche, it's your kind of your slogan, but I don't know if that really comes around it. But it's basically just people coming together who are confused and traumatized, and they try to make sense of it by sparring with other traumatized people, which is actually a vicious cycle and hurts people more in the long run. My initial thing when I came up was how you deal with truth and how you say that to other people. It's just a small way of getting into how the channel, in my opinion, fails, but does it really fail? Is that even its goal? I don't know, but it is the
Right.
topic, so I bring up the topic. Does that make sense to you?
It's your story, and I suppose there's an element that
My
could be.
perception, but yeah.
No, yeah, your perception is your story. It's the way you tell it, and your
Fair enough.
perception can change just as the story can change. I realize
I
that.
mean, I can bring up, I mean, I've been around your channel for a while, Jack. I could bring up a lot of characters who are
I mean,
staples, and the dysfunction
mhm,
leaves nothing to question.
I agree.
And it does, and
Well,
also it vindicates everything I've said.
no,
So, okay, go
please,
ahead. If you disagree, tell me what I'm wrong on.
thank you. I appreciate that opportunity. Okay, because while I won't deny the perception you found, it's pretty accurate. A lot of I attract a lot of bitter and troubled people and arguing, and they argue with each other, and it's chaos. Okay, I will not deny that that perception has accuracy. However, the conclusion, this is not what I want. What I am seeking to do is help those who are willing to change, because if
Yeah.
they're willing to change, maybe they'll help me change this greater world and change my own situation. But
Well, in
we've got
that directive, you and I are kindred spirits, and that's why that's why I even come up and give you shit about um, caveating truth and what it'll do to a person's life if they don't do it with care and precision. If I didn't think you fucking cared, why would I even say it to you? Like, you don't fucking care. You just laugh at me, right? You just say, "Who's this fucking dumb shit thinking I care about it? All this fucking nonsense,
well,
right?" Come
but
on
please,
now.
please,
Don't
you.
gaslight me. Don't.
I don't know if you've really considered how much negative feedback, negative criticism I actually sit through patiently. I really
You're
didn't
not a victim, Jack. You're not a victim.
Here, you're the one who keeps focusing on blame. You're the one who must be identified with the victim, right? I'm not claiming to be victim. What I'm suggesting is in the here and now, you're here for a reason. And you already agree. There's a lot we agree with. What we disagree with clearly is your
Yeah.
opinion of me and what I'm doing. Okay.
What do you think my opinion of you is? Because this is new. What do you think my opinion of you is?
Well, specifically, I am not entirely sure because for the most part, you were
Well,
accurate.
for fuck's sakes, Jack. Come on. What do you expect from me at this point?
A little
You
respect.
fucking you.
Yeah, a little
Okay, go ahead.
respect.
I'm sorry.
That seems to
Go
be
ahead.
beyond your grasp. Okay. Because I've
You are
treated
in a
you.
wild contradiction right now with my opinion, but
Well, you're
let's move past
refueling.
that because I understand why people do that type of stuff. It's okay. I'm not going to hold you to it, but
No,
just make
no.
your
Let's
point.
resolve.
Tell me how you feel, Jack.
No, you interrupted. Let's address your contradiction in your opinion.
You just put
There's your,
false words in my mouth and I corrected you, and now you're saying I interrupted you?
what was inaccurate about what I
You
said? Do
just
you
said,
remember?
I mean, I will actually rewind the clip and you can hear it in your own words.
When I was actually, I believe when you interrupted me, I was trying to tell you what I heard was accurate.
You
That
said
you,
my opinion of you, and then I asked you what is that,
oh,
and then you said I don't know what that is, and then I said
right,
I don't know how to move forward. Jack, my recall is pristine. Please do
great.
not press me on it, okay? Just be honest with me, like you
What are
preach.
you? What are you proving? What do you want from me so I can try and continue to my point?
So now I am requesting something from you. So now you've stated a false opinion of you, and now you're saying I'm requesting something of you, or you're asking what do I request? We got to be on the same page because you're making shit up now. Is that fair to say? Is that what you're asking me? What do I want from Jack Talcott? Is that the question?
Well, I guess that's fair because I tried answering things and I keep getting interrupted and disagreed with. But I guess it's true. I can't offer you anything you don't want. And your mind so far has been filled with conclusions and convictions. So I've got nothing for you unless you want something from me, Avil. You've shown me that again. Thank you.
What I want from you, Jack, is I
Mhm.
want to spar with you on ideas and philosophy. So when I bring out my philosophy on truth and things like that, and you think I'm wrong, I want to spar on that, and I want you to tell me in what ways I'm wrong until it makes sense in
I'll
my head.
tell you what.
But I don't hear anybody actually saying where I'm wrong. I hear people saying I have
I
bad
know.
etiquette, I'm interrupting, I'm abrasive. That's what I
Right.
usually hear. I don't usually hear
Right.
people saying I'm making inaccurate. Yep. Okay.
I have, but you refuse to listen. And so I heard what you said you wanted from me, and guess what, my brother?
Now you.
The answer is no. See, you don't even listen. And until you learn to listen, I don't want to debate shit with you because here's the reality. Where'd that go? Here's the reality. Arrogant people argue. You're filled with arrogance. You're filled with arguments. You're trying to debate, but you're not humble. You can't discuss anything, and you're showing zero interest in resolve. So I've brought back pretty much everybody else. Thank you for your patience, guys. I appreciate that.
Praise God,
problem.
brother. We saw what you were doing. You're having a one-on-one. You're trying to give the guys some time to open up. Maybe you were gonna, guide him in the right direction. Maybe not, but like you open that space for him. So respect.
That's all we can do, really, is try to be at peace with one another. But if people don't want peace, there's nothing to share, right? I don't want to share in arguments. I don't want to share in bitterness. Take that shit in. And speaking of, oh, he left. He left the back.
Yeah, he's having some trouble. He's down in the chat. He's saying that he listens better than everybody on panel, and that you're just coping. And I think it's just funny because it's like, why would you run away if it was Jack Copen?
He didn't run away. The one that ran away from the back when I was talking about bitterness and anger that I don't want, Snafu had been in the back for a while.
Yeah.
He left.
Well, he
So
might have got a call from his doctor again.
here, Avil, I bet he's being honest. In his experience, he's probably one of the better listeners on some of the panels. But I'm saying this with humility and honesty. I've met a lot of people who've done good work on themselves, but they show up and they bring me their blind spots. Their blind spots are found in the parts that they want to argue about, project all over.
Well, one thing that he could look at is that he has this anxiety that the communication is not enough, that it has to be more. He's got to kind of drive the narrative, and what you're offering is not substantial enough. Like it's not sufficient.
He wanted more. And I think it's because he was listening with his ears, but not his heart.
Exactly.
Brother.
That's it.
Actually, you know what? That is so many people. We've got the mind knowledge, we've got the knowledge in our heads, but we don't go anywhere near the heart. It's like, I was considering this, trying to visualize this idea earlier. the mind is the gateway to the heart. The answers are in the heart. But if the mind is convinced and convicted, it'll just bypass the heart. But the world creates billionaires by keeping the masses in their heads and away from their hearts. That way they can follow instructions and do the unthinkable. Speaking of, I heard the wars are escalating.
Yeah, isn't it funny?
is
Kind of like
interesting.
that book 1984, right? In the book, you would hear, "Oh, we're fighting today. Oh, we're peaceful today. Oh, we're fighting today," and they would change the rations for the people.
And everybody would change with the signals, right? With the sign.
Right.
Yeah.
Jack, you got to help that guy. That guy's got some sick thoughts, Stack. Cocaine and sick thoughts.
Please. We're not going to judge each other's sickness or illness because we've all had our own issues, you know, at different times.
Jack, my sickness is my love for you, Jack.
I want to swing. I do want to swing back to that. I got a theory on this, not just for you, but many others too. And Avil, new beginning, right? You were rude to me. That's not accurate. You're claiming you were never rude. I offer as evidence that you were rude by the repeated interruptions. Okay. And you're projecting, right? You know that people get stuck in their trauma. That's probably why you learned it, but you got to see yourself in what you're saying. I'm telling you.
Interesting.
Fucking A, right. Praise God,
Sorry.
man.
Because he's saying we're all
He's a
stuck
sick
in our
puppy,
trauma.
Jack. He's a sick puppy.
No,
Sick
we're
puppy,
all
Jack.
sick. We're all sick.
You know, and
we are
Jackie,
all
look,
like
Avil or Anvil, whatever his name is, Advil, Anal, whatever his name is.
You have a lot of like interesting thoughts today, Imperious. You want to do a one-on-one with Jack? I am very curious to see where that would go.
No,
I love Jack. I'll stay with
I
Jack
know.
all day and talk to him. I love Jack.
Ooh, I know. And actually, I want you to recognize, please, it's a lesson I learned. When we feel fractured, when we feel unwhole, we find our value outside of ourselves. But you've got to recognize that you are reflected in everything that you love. Everything that you love has a quality for you that you are. And I think what people actually love about me, it's not me. It's not. It's God. Okay? It's my devotion to God. It comes through in who I am and how I am, but it's not me. It's God. That's who you love. Because that's where the real love is true. That's what I was thinking about earlier too. The simplicity of God and life. Know that it's true. As you are true, your life is true. Not the stories, but the moment.
Praise God, man. It's Friday. What are we doing on this Friday? Are we going to spend some fellowship together? Some more? Are you doing something tonight?
Well, I'm hoping to find a way and have some conversations with, I don't know.
Have you considered getting Imperials to help you drag Donald Trump to the courthouse for his starting wars?
I forgot about that, and he ditched out. But thank you.
He'll be back tomorrow, probably. I won't, but he will.
Yeah, well, I saw signs. I don't know. I haven't seen Kenny in the chat, but I saw signs that he's not really that happy with me. His love of Donald Trump is definitely going to conflict against what I stand for. But this is something
That's so unfortunate. He could be helping you pull the rope in the same direction because he's such a Trump fanboy. So then it's like, you know,
it's a good thing for Trump supporters to do it. It's a great thing. Like, if he ends the war, like, he'd be a fucking hero.
Yes, and you know what, guys? Thank you, because that is what I wanted to point out to Kenny. Is it really? I don't think I'm better than him, but I do want to help him become better.
You do
Right.
need to help him, man.
That's
He's a little bit arrogant. He's got a great voice. He's got talent. He's got a place in the circus, man.
all true.
Bill, I'd be happy to discuss the truth with you, but you got to change your attitude first, all right?
Wow.
That's the only way. That's what I decided. But then again, here's the paradox again. If I can get through a conversation with someone, I'm confident their attitude will be better. But in order to get through a conversation with something, they've got to drop their attitude. So how do you win?
Yeah. Well, this too shall pass. This too shall pass.
Well,
That might help him.
here's another opportunity for possibly our community to unite with compassion and care for another one who seems to lack the ability to control his tongue. But I got faith. Snafu, I'm going to bring you up, but respect is part of the agreement. And by bringing you up, you're agreeing to be with respect.
The optics are high. Welcome, Snafu.
Can I sing a song then, Jack? Is that okay?
Come on. Dude.
R-E-S-P-C-T! Jack wants me on a knee! Not to blow job, but to be in tyranny. The optics are high.
That was the worst fucking song I've ever heard.
That was brief, though. That was
like my backup song, Moose. I had the main song, but Jack would get eyebrows furrowed. And I don't want to get booted off right away.
You know what? Why?
I told you. What did I tell you, though, motherfucker, and privately yesterday? I said, motherfucker,
Why
like
do you
that
gotta
fucker
call
you
Jack
just
a motherfucker? What is wrong with
Okay,
you?
that dude that was just up here, I told you, I warned you. I didn't say anything negative, but I said all these newbies coming in town. I can't say any of you guys are the newbies. So this really ain't to any of you fuckers. I don't really respect Hank because he grooms children.
Doesn't matter.
You
Matter.
two, I have no problem with. Hank, I have big problems with, but Jack.
No worries.
People, okay, let me get back on topic.
Yep. Thank you.
You
we're good to call out
you shouldn't
certain
say doesn't
optics
matter
because
after.
if I may say, the dude was inauthentic. I got to say, at least Moose Grower and me, we've been around for years.
Right.
That dude came in inauthentic. Then he became exactly what I told you. But I just want to say I told you so.
Okay. Thank you. That was a long way of saying I told you so. God,
I love you. I love you.
I know. And
I even love Moose and I even love Grower, but Hank is a child groomer. But I can't love that.
Show me the guardian, pony boy.
1 second.
It's time
guys.
for you to yield. Okay. Just
I
for a
yield.
moment.
I yield.
Thank you. I want to thank you for the short song, for showing up in a good mood, and I do appreciate it. Okay, we can keep growing as long as we keep working together. That's
hey. I want to bring up Moose as a witness to me calling the United Nations from when I tried working for you, helping you out. He's a witness. I did do it. Others do.
It's okay. It's all
Moose
right.
knows. I'm here to help.
I am not a witness for shit.
You know I called them.
It's in the past. Let's welcome back.
Poor Jack.
Moose and witness protection.
Poor Jack.
Look, me and Jack are finally having some like a decent time together, and you have to like try to throw me under the bus and try to like drag me like to some bullshit again. It's not.
No,
cool.
we've been having
Me and him are trying to move forward with this shit.
I get that.
I'm
heading down the road, feeling glad.
Please, I keep muting you, Snafu. Please, pause.
I would like to tell Moose what you and I've been talking about.
I don't know. I don't want you to.
I know because Moose.
It has no relevance to right now.
It does.
I'm taking a pause.
Sorry, Jack. I don't know how you have the patience of a saint like that.
Hey, he said
Jack,
pause.
look, like,
1 sec.
No, you pause. Listen,
Go ahead.
Jack. If Advil, Anal, whatever his name is, wants to debate, Jack, He can set up a debate with me. I'll debate him one-on-one and crush him like I did everyone else. It's just I don't want him disrespecting you on your show, Jack. I don't want him
I'm right here.
He's
You need,
right
yeah,
here.
anal,
Let's just do it.
anal.
Let's
You
get it
need
over
that.
with.
Anal. You need it. Jack doesn't want debate on his show. This show is about love, connection. All right.
Well, I
This is
think
not
you guys
about.
need to
Is
get
your
rid of
memory
whatever
so short you
trauma.
don't remember 20
Sorry.
seconds ago while you were still fucking talking? Do you want me to repeat it for you?
What are you doing? Where's your
Whoa.
disagreement now?
Is he not calling me
Angry
out right
is.
now?
This is
And then
how
on top of
angry is.
that,
This is about.
Snafu, where's Snap? I'm not even
Where's
here
the
for you, Imperious.
brotherhood?
You're low tier. Where's Snafu at?
He was
He's
put in the
Low
back.
tier. I broke
in
I broke you
attention.
so many times already. You came on here for me.
Did he just
You
leave,
came on
or
here to
has
talk to me.
or have I been watching the YouTube like
He's still here.
5 minutes behind?
He's still here.
Well, as I
Things
said,
move quickly. You got to keep up.
I
as
just
I
heard him call me
said,
inauthentic. I would love to hear Snafu. I
trying
don't
to
have high
threaten you.
expectations for you, but if you could clarify, go ahead.
Tell
Fucking
you what,
pussy, let's hear it. Oh wait.
How is this possible that every moment I try and utter a word, I get spoken over by you, Abel? I answered your question. You ignored my answer and continued talking to someone who's not here. Are you okay?
I thought somebody said he was here. I'm on my
He
cell
was.
phone, and I couldn't
Okay.
distinguish because there was like 4 people talking at that time.
Why are
And
you
I've
so obsessed
developed a
with so many
habit, Jack,
men?
of just finishing my thought when people are talking over me. Otherwise, it never happens. So
Okay,
Yeah, but
sometimes,
what you're saying isn't
sometimes it happens
important.
when
What
the
you're
host
saying
is
isn't
talking,
important.
and that's unfortunate. And I've been kicked for it many times. But
Uh-huh.
it's like if I don't finish my thought, it doesn't
I know.
finish.
I know. You don't get out what you want to get out, but you asked a
The little
question.
baby needs his baba. The little
Please
baby needs his
stop.
time to get his
Please,
words out.
please stop. I muted the wrong one. Sorry.
I was gonna say, are you gonna let me get after this fucking fool?
Holy shit. I was trying to speak to you. Please. Again, my friend. Holy cows. So you
Jack,
asked the question. I tried answering. You ignored me many times. Do you want the answer to your question finally?
what I want is to have a conversation on respect. So what I'm trying to say to
Oh
you,
my God, Jack! This guy
when
is
this guy is
trolling you. Jesus Christ, man! Come with
So
respect, and you'll be given whatever you need here. He'll give
that's
you time, energy. He'll give you fucking patience. Jesus.
well,
Jack's a
what they say is
kind-hearted man. I don't know why he has to be so aggressive here.
I'm a soft target. People feel brave and strong against a man like me because I'm kind, and patient. But and Moose, you were right. Avel, you show up with respect, you won't have to debate it. You'll embody it. And if you shut your mouth when you're with me, you might learn some things that might help you better understand how to be a respectful version of you. You know, that you claim to be, that we don't get to see. At least I haven't seen it yet. But I trust people. If they say there's something good, I won't argue against them. I'd like to see it, though. And so he asked the question about Snafu. Well, Snafu showed he can't behave, so he got put in the back like a child, just like you did, Avil. So can you play nicely?
Yes, I can. I believe I have been.
What if I told you you have not been playing nicely? You've been kind of selfish and rude.
I would say that it could be perceived that way, and it might be true in some aspects.
You
But
doing
It could
on
be
the
better.
perceived
whole,
that you're a disrespectful queer.
Hold
Let him
on.
stop, please. We're
He's
getting
doing better.
somewhere.
He was
Please.
listening to
Yeah.
Jack. He was letting Jack speak first.
And he was considering. He wasn't just refusing. So thank you.
that's more honesty than you're gonna get from fucking anyone, dude.
Don't
That
underestimate
that is
people.
unadulterated honesty. It's being able to say like I was acting maybe a little bit reactionary, And I'm not too afraid to say it. Like fucking Imperious might make a joke about it. Like I don't fucking care what that's the
Well,
point. You
want me
We're
to
understand?
not
hear
talking.
about
Hey,
how
You acted
treat
like your
others?
boyfriend finger popped your asshole.
Hold on.
Whatever I say triggers
Hold
you
on.
guys, dude. I don't
it's
No.
about
But
Avil right now, guys.
Yeah, well, and Avil. So, regardless of what you think is behind it, you think your behavior and the way you were treating me and others, interrupting, was appropriate or helpful?
I won't say it was 100% of the time, but it was 100% appropriate when when like if you mischaracterize what I say or you say I said something I didn't, it's very appropriate for you to be interrupted because
Well,
now we're engaged in a conversation together where we're telling a story, partaking in a story with one
I get
another,
this. Give me
where
one
you're
sec.
giving a false when you are giving a false
let's
narrative of what it
please
actually was.
pause.
It's actually hiding.
I'm
Avil.
gonna I'm
So
gonna
he's
please
feeling
pause.
unheard, Jack. He's feeling
I
like
know,
he's.
I I
You
realize,
got
yeah,
this. You're a guru. You
I
got this.
I realize that he's being unheard, and you, as you
Remember
said,
your goals too, though, Jack. You know, is he in it to win
I
it?
do.
Is he on
Well,
Team Jack or like where is this guy at?
we'll swing back.
Jack, none of this is going to make you look good. You have been wildly wrong.
Okay. What I'm doing is preventing you from continuing your narrative that wants to diminish me. Okay? Because you're the one who's making excuses for rude behavior. Who I am is a man who knows how to accept accountability. I don't run from responsibility. I'll accept what's true. And you, my friend, have been filled with blame. Oh, so many people to blame for your behavior, Abel. When are
You
you
know
going to
what?
grow up?
You want to know how I feel, honestly?
Not really. I didn't ask.
Okay.
I mean, just
I
being honest with you, man. You're being an asshat. You
guess
want to
I
be
was.
treated with respect, right?
You were
But
telling
you
me
come
how
here
you felt,
without
Jack.
respect.
I thought it just
All right.
reciprocity. It was like a reaction for me to be like, you know how I feel. So if you don't want to know, no big deal. No
No,
big deal at all. It's nothing. So don't worry about it.
your behavior shows you don't care. Now, I care more about how you feel, and I certainly care more about how I feel about what I'm doing than you do. So you're the one who outsmarted yourself, making all this, telling yourself these stories that you were going to come here to Jack and you were going to show him and this and that, and you're going to get an argument. And guess what you're finding?
Showed yourself, you dumb bitch.
Right. So if I was ego crazed and really interested in protecting that, do you think I would come back after I got booted off of your channel
Yeah.
and then put backstage
Yes.
repeatedly?
Yes, of course you will, because the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, it's going to keep allowing you to be stupid as long as you want. And as long as you want to oppose me, you're defying what's real. So I don't give a fuck what you do. You can keep showing up and keep showing how
Holy fuck, you're
you are.
angry, dude. What happened?
He's not angry. He's just
He's
being
fucking
honest,
angry.
brother. He's
He's
not.
using
Look at
Holy
him. He's
Spirit and
smiling. He's
swear words in the
laughing.
same sentence.
You're
Are
trying to
you his
paint a
cheerleader?
narrative. That's why he muted you a second ago, because you're trying to paint a narrative of him. It's not going to work here, bro. It doesn't work
Thank you.
anymore.
Let me ask you this question: when you're with your buddy and your buddy's getting into it with somebody he's disagreeing with, maybe
Your hypotheticals are boring, dude. You're living in
Avril,
your head.
what do you disagree with? Like, what is the disagreement? I don't even think I truly understand. I mean,
well,
what
like I was just on a
fundamentally?
disagreement about what being a fucking man is to that little twerp. But if I
You don't
Wow.
understand
And
what a
he
man
says you're angry, Jack. Did you see that? Look at that. It's like
Hey, I got a song
demon
for
starting
him.
to come up.
It's called "Skater Boy" by Avril Lavigne.
That's a copyright thing.
I know. I won't sing it. I was just calling out the name, title of the song.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. I did make a choice that could be perceived as rude, but I felt I would feel better if I separated myself from his bitterness, at least for a few minutes. Does it feel better to others?
Feels better to
separate from
me.
the bitterness?
And I think it's kind of one of those things, man. I think it's not selfish to not want to have that negativity all the fucking time. I mean,
Right.
Snafu was pounding at the gates a second ago, right? And you got Avril over here, and he's got his mama's spirit up inside him, and he just can't stop. He can't slow down. It's like, oh my God, Imperius is here. That's your fucking fault, Jack. That's your
No,
fault. So I'm going to shit
okay.
all over you because of Imperius.
You know what? There's similarities. I know I've seen the similarities between me and you, Moose. And
Oh,
me
definitely,
and you,
man. I'm not saying I'm
Imperius.
any different. I'm just saying I recognize it.
Well, the way we interact with people, it seems to create some reactions. And then Dick,
It's all
Dick
a
is
reflection in a mirror.
right.
What's that? Yeah, it's all we're all seeing
you
it
were
like magic
respectful,
mirrors,
Jack.
man. We're in a maze of mirrors here.
That's the
That's all
thing,
it
though.
is. Nothing's even real, and then you're just looking at the illusion of yourself back in infinity forms. Really.
But
Yeah.
Jack was being respectful. You know what I mean? When Jack's respectful with me, I try to be super respectful with him. And then Abel over here, he came in. I mean, he was on fire. He was already like ready to go. He was like, I don't believe what Jack's saying. And he was looking for the ways to try to get Jack to say something or get angry. And it just, I mean, we've been doing this for so long. It's like, come on, man, we're trying to save the world now. It's time to move on to bigger and better things. Like, we got wars that are escalating. Jack wants to get rid of those wars. Why would you waste your time sitting here arguing over Imperius?
But he's trying to come on and tell people how to be a man. That's what got him out of bed this morning.
Like, really? He's going to teach us how to be men.
Guys, this is the environment that we're in. It's a bunch of people seeking attention. I mean, each of us is seeking attention or killing time, in our own different way. And I think a lot of
man. I'm here for the fellowship, though, Jack. What's wrong? What's wrong with fellowship?
That's what we're missing out on a lot of the time, right?
I was bummed because he wanted to do the philosophy stuff, and I thought that sounded like, maybe some fun communication if he could keep his cool. But he got so angry there on the last little outburst. It's tough.
Do you think if I keep a bottle of Midol in the back room, kind of calm the guest nerves a little bit before they get on stage?
I don't know. Hey, I don't want to put a spotlight or dredge up anything from the past, but life is Margot. It's good to see you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for your patience and your participation the last time you were here. Probably wasn't the best, but you know what? We're learning and we're growing together in this crazy story of life. And what I realized for myself, it's been known throughout the ages. Life is complicated when you especially if you allow yourself to feel separated from God. The only thing that can keep us away from God is our doubts. Our doubts and our fears create the separations between each of us and God. And as Dick was saying, everything is just a reflection of everything. It's a funhouse mirror. See this life as a joyful adventure to discover what you can find in what the world and the universe reflects back to you. I mean, if you look, you'll find the beauty. You'll find the beauty around you, and then you can find that beautiful feeling within you when you connect to beauty, when you connect to art or discovery or creation or growth. There's so many things for us to connect to, but the number one connection is you gotta be connected to you. Become whole, not divided, not confused.
Anvil needs to stop being divided between his homosexuality and his straighthood.
I mean, I agree with you, bro, but you did cut off the great Jack. Jack was on a roll right there. Jack, I mean, it is Friday night, bro. You're almost at 2 hours. Are we going
Jack?
long tonight because it's Friday? I mean, do we get Friday night fellowship?
Friday night effery, Jack.
We could. If there's other things going on, please, we can certainly forward over or shift gears. But
Jack, do you wonder why Anvil is scared to debate me though? Like he's always attacking you, but he won't attack me.
You want to know
Jack.
what the topic of Jack's show is today? It's the
It
simplicity
is about
of
love.
life and
It is
you.
about love. I know. Trust me, I embody
Actually,
Jack's show. Jack has actually changed me. Jack hasn't changed you like that.
I'm not
All
trying
right?
to argue with you, Imperious. I love you, brother. I'm just saying the simplicity of God and life and you is where Jack
No,
is
it's
going.
the simplicity of
So-
Jack. It's just Jack.
yeah, I am. Yes, I am actually very well. I call myself a very simple man. I have very simple tastes, very simple hopes and expectations. My simple hopes as I'm remembering my goal to speak with Trump. How fucking funny.
But I mean,
You know
like,
what? Do you think it would be? Do you think he would run like Jack? Do you think it would be like Rubio Talcott or Talcott Rubio 28 if you got a hold of Trump? Like that he would
did you
like
see
endorse
Jack
you?
running away from the cops when he got tackled? At
Wow,
DC?
why are you bringing
Because-
up things about Jack would never run from the cops? You're crazy.
You know what? He was actually out there protesting, you dumb shit.
Yeah, that's him supporting freedom. He's a patriot. He's not running from the cops. He's out there standing up for freedom.
Okay, so
All
I
right?
said it the wrong way. My bad. But the audience knew what I was talking about. They knew exactly what I was talking about.
No, but you're trying to paint it
Jesus.
into a light that's humiliating
bad.
for Jack, and nothing could humiliate Jack. Jack is a
Imperious,
force
I
of nature.
apologize, bro. I apologize.
Hey,
No
actually,
disrespect.
though, the more I've been considering this, the more confident I am that this is the path, not just for me, but for whoever does it. It's time to raise the consciousness, right? Because in the higher consciousness, thoughts, that's where the better ideas are found. And the better ideas are with the higher consciousness, which, as mentioned earlier, it's beyond the confusion, the anger, and the fear. So I'm sure we can help the people who are, everyone's really kind of depending on everyone to do what is right. But I think the biggest bang for the buck would be in the systems, right? Fixing the systems. And I interpreted the Bible again today, and it makes perfect sense to me. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. We wrestle against the belief systems that people cling on to. And we've got a lot of politicians, a lot of people who believe more in
A lot of
government.
selfish pieces of shit like politicians, Jack.
You've got an education and knowledge that I don't have, and you've offered to help me improve my ability to debate. I kind of want to.
Absolutely, Jack. Anything for you.
There's another idea that Hank brought up. There's legal processes where you can send a letter which kind of compels people to have conversations, isn't there?
Well, it's a deposition, but you have to actually have the legal right of of having a case, and the court has to. It's like a legal subpoena almost. But Jack, I mean, you have to have a cause of action for all that, not just.
He
to
does
force
have a
people to
cause of
talk.
action. He's trying to end a fucking war, bro.
Well,
Like,
what you do is you would send your letter, Jack. What you do is you write to your congressman, Jack, and you would get your congressman to actually see if you could be a guest on the House floor. That's what you would do, Jack.
That's what we're talking about
big-
right
yeah.
there.
That's actually the path that I think is probably the most logical.
Yeah, because you can go visit your congressman right now. I mean, they're not like they're not like senators where you have this massive security. They have their office near you, Jack. You could go in there and visit them.
I've been in every office I went to. When I went, they were apparently not in. And I speak with the aides and the people that are supposed to be there, but it seems a lot of people think their job is to protect, the busy schedule of the important people. So I feel like I get blown
No,
off.
I know. I think the best way, Jack, is you send a letter as a constituent and you ask to set up a meeting with your congressman, and then they'll calendar you in. That's how, I mean, unfortunately, that's just kind of how the system is. Like you were talking about systems, Jack. Unfortunately, that's the system because of the amount that they're traveling, the amount that they have, doing whatever. I mean, senators, I would say they're lazy. They just don't want to deal with anything. But congressmen actually do a little bit more. You know what I mean? Congressmen do a little bit more. They're more interactive with their constituents. So I think you would have a lot more, I think, luck.
Hey,
And
question for you, Imperious. Since you know a lot about this stuff, would you mind helping Jack draft this letter? So that
I would draft a letter for Jack for sure. Yeah, I'll draft this thing
sent off so Jack can actually talk to it. If he gets on the fucking House floor, like, come on, man,
dude. Why is Emily so mad? She's asking, Jack, Emily, you can come up here, my love, and we can both help him. I mean, it's not a big deal, Emily. Like, you're my other half. I'll always welcome your assistance on helping Jack.
I feel like Jack is a jack of all trades, but sometimes that makes him take on more than he should. He needs to delegate more.
No,
here's the hard to delegate when you're so good at everything that like you no, but Jack's so good at everything. He's always like, it's easier to just do it myself than tell these idiots how to do it.
That's
Jack
right.
is the man.
Because when I tried to help him out, I did everything my way.
Jack
and it was just totally off.
Jack, you got me so jacked up, I could jack off to a jackalope on a jack stand. Just saying.
Well, having a jack-o'-lantern on your head.
Funny, Dick. And you're like the best one on panel.
I'm Jack-splaining myself out of this moose quickly.
Let Jack speak.
Yeah. Jackally speaking.
Well, I don't know. I just know that there is a way to get, perhaps on the floor of Congress, to get a voice of reason. Because what's happening in the United States and all around the world, there's no reasons we cannot do something.
So let's fucking draft hundreds of letters, Jack, to the fucking senators, to the congressmen, to the mayors of the cities. You know what I mean? Like hundreds and hundreds.
He is kind of right, Jack, because there's that whole like the leaky faucet is the one that gets fixed first, Jack. If you make a big stink about things and like, contact like your local, like, like Jack, you have local constituency groups, like NGO groups for local constituencies and stuff. You can go through those too. Like if you have like, Jack, you remember the postal workers, Jack, you could go through like the postal workers union or like say that you were that and play off that, Jack. You can do all kinds of like, Jack, are you a member? Are you a senior citizen, Jack? If you're 65 or older,
dude,
that's
stop being fucking rude, man.
I'm not. No, wow. I'm giving Jack legitimate idea because you can be part of the AARP and you could talk to your AARP reps.
That's absolutely fucking uncalled for.
Jack, I'm trying to Jesus, Jack. Jack, I'm trying to give ideas for God's sake.
AARP, bro.
Rough out here.
Well, I've got a lot of ideas. I know a lot of individuals and organizations that they seem to be aligned, right? The same ideas, but I can't get the human beings involved or the individuals. I can't get their attention. I've failed.
You're going to have to convince robots.
Jack, it would be a good thing. Invite them on the show. Say you have a large internet following and stuff, Jack, and people will come on. Like, dude, Jack, I've seen people like people running for Congress and for different offices on people's channels with like 8,000 people doing interviews. Jack, you know what I mean? Like, you could get them on. You just have to be able to, like, Jack, I'll draft a letter to you and I'll draft a letter for you. We could see if we can get your local congressman or their chief of
Grace Thorpe and Ben Thorpe and all that.
Yeah, they're banging each other. Now, Jack,
that's disgusting, man.
Well, they do. That's what they're known for. But Jack, I mean, we could write to their chief of staff, Jack, for your congressman.
Oh, I was just
and calendar you in for a video interview on your show, Jack. A video interview with his constituents. See, that's a big thing. They'll want to do that, Jack.
Possibly.
No, it's not possible, Jack. This is like ever since the whole Rogan and all.
Jesus
like, Jack,
Christ! Hold on, just one second.
I'm trying to help Jack.
Just one fucking second.
You're being negative toward Jack, and I'm trying to give him.
I'm not being negative. I'm saying just calm down for a second.
I can't. I'm getting fulfilled.
A lot of opportunities exist. It is true, and especially with the cross pollination, because You know that. I mean, it's a great reminder though. Like you could go talk to a fucking sex counselor, someone who, does like out of body experiences or creates, different courses for how to quit smoking. I mean, anything that creates traction for the greater message that you want to talk about. Scott to be right
What
on time.
up, Scotty? How you doing?
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. I'm so glad you could attend. Step inside, step inside. Jack, it's your show, man. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you, and I like the way you handled Aval or Avril Lavigne, whatever the hell her name was. But yeah, I think he has a desire to be where we've already been. Moose called it like that, pretty straight. He doesn't realize he's preaching to the choir.
Jack, he's just one of those. Jack, I think there may be a little autism involved as well.
Jack, I have a confession to make.
A lot of these guys like to debate.
In vain 3 times.
Jack, he's just talking over people. Jack,
noticed.
He's being rude. Jack, look, all I was saying.
I'm sorry. I was reading the chat, man. I'm sorry.
I just think with Anal or Advil, I can't remember his name, but Jack, I just always see that, there is hope with him, Jack. I feel you can reach him, but you got to drag him away from this negativity of this autistic debate world that the guy's trying to go into, where he feels like he has to debate to assert dominance because he was such a limp-wristed noodle boy that he never was like a jock and he got beat up.
Imperious, let's go more in a positive way thinking about Jack, though, because what you said about helping him draft a letter and get it on the House floor, maybe, going through congressmen, that's a strong statement in the right direction. And other than dicks jacking off to dick stands and, cantaloupes or whatever.
Yeah, we don't need that ridiculousness. I want Jack to succeed. I want to see Jack on C-SPAN or CNN one day speaking on the House floor. I want to see that.
Wouldn't it be better for Aval to like come back and actually see Jack's point and see Jack's point of view and like, what Jack is trying to do in a positive light? If he leaves here negatively because you fucking dish on him every 5 seconds and doesn't come back, he's going to have a negative taste for Jack Talcott in the message. Yeah. And it's only going to spread his message in a negative way. So why don't we try to it's not to be inclusive, but it's to not, if you're going to teach someone a lesson, Imperious, teach them in the right way, my brother.
If I could give an analogy, it's like a Jack in the Box, but in a good way, right?
Well, if you invite him back up, he's gonna. I mean, he's anal. He's gonna keep doing the same thing and insult Jack.
But he's one man away from anal,
insulting him,
or a blacksmith pinata tool.
I think what he doesn't realize. Just go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
Thank you, Scott. Just there's something we got to remember. People do things until they change, right? And people can change like that. If you allow them, and if they're encouraged and inspired, they got the right motivation, anyone can change at any moment.
I think what his problem is, Jack, is he's playing this like you're claiming to be right or perfect. You're claiming to be one. Maybe not the right one, maybe not a perfect one, just anyone. You're just one. And that's kind of how I see it, to round it out. Are you perfect? No. Are you hoping for grace? Yeah. Have you seen a little? Yeah. Do you want more? Yeah. Sounds like the rest of us, bro. I mean, you're just one. And what
I was going to say, that was a beautiful description of yourself, Scotty.
Well, we're all in this together, bro. If you want to think about it.
I'm not against you, man. I'm just saying when you were describing all that, you were literally describing yourself, not Jack. Jack will describe himself.
Well, and what I'm trying to do,
trying to make us culpable to all this too. It's like, we're all in this together. Like now we're all just one big pile of crap.
No, what I'm trying to say is,
Jack, can I say something, Jack?
Yeah,
Jack, can I say something?
This together, let's fucking get some shit done.
May I say something, Jack? There's an old saying that, there's 3 kinds of people in this world: Jack, dicks, pussies, and assholes. Now, people pussies don't like dicks because pussies get fucked by dicks, but dicks also fuck assholes, Jack. And if you didn't have your dicks, you would have your assholes and your pussy, or if you didn't have your dicks fucking your assholes, you'd have your pussy all covered in shit. Now, Jack,
That doesn't make sense at all,
what I
you
would like.
motherfucker.
I don't know
Jack,
where
what
the
I'm trying
fuck
That
you're
does
going.
not belong on this
Jack,
channel,
what I'm trying to
asshole.
say is, Jack, what I'm trying to say is, anal has an issue, and he needs to realize that he's being an asshole.
Do you know how many women watch
Now, is
Jack's
that like a
channel? Do you
term
know
of
how many
service
children
thing,
and
Jack,
younger
if too
people are
many
trying
dicks
to
and
look for a
assholes
message
in
of
one
a good
He
message
went
from
through.
a leader? It's fucking
He
He went
ridiculous.
through the
Serious.
toilet bowl to get to that fucking statement. Jack, back to you and thinking about this with Imperius actually doing something that'll be, mindful and productive for you. Maybe even Advil, if he thinks he's a smart guy and he
I
thinks
will
he's,
do anything Jack asks me to. He has
Let him finish. Let him finish, please.
that would be nice. That's something I would work on it. I'd put a timeline to it even. And, I'm willing to read over and, if something comes about, you have a letter, you want somebody to proofread it. I'm sure you have other people that are good there too, that could help with that. And, if you get a little concerted effort going towards it, you might gain some ground and get a congressman to bring you somewhere, or at least, open the door. So my thought is you're enough. Like I said a couple streams ago, I said that you don't need to worry about looking for help. This writing a letter and getting in front of people.
Hey,
But
let's
if once
shut
you
up.
get
Emily's here. I want to hear Emily talk.
Wrap it up. Yeah.
Yeah, wrap it up. Emily's here. Wrap it up.
Wait, one more. I'll get. Never mind. I forgot.
Thank you,
Very
Scott.
good.
Welcome,
timing.
Emily. Good to see you.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you there's a actual way to do what you're talking about, because we're doing it with our thing. So there was one that passed, so that's what we were disappointed about. About the hearing about online child safety, that's up in the air. We don't even know when that's going to happen. But there's a whole human rights conference that happens. One of them's already passed. You can't do it. But there's one coming up. We're going to do it with our thing, and you can speak at it if you have the backing of any kind of an org. So you have Veterans for Peace. So for me, I'm doing a totally different thing. There's a whole way you do it where you submit for the open speakers. It closes August 30th. So you have to submit it. And let me pull up my thing. So there's a community session submission, individual speaker submission, advocacy track, fee waiver, and NGO sponsorship options, meaning that they pay for the whole thing for you to do the speaking. So like the registration fee. So I'm going to be doing it for my thing. If you wanted anybody to put together something or to work with your org to do it for your thing, that's a definite possibility. And who will be there will be, let's see, there will be staffers there, congressional staffers, NGOs, think tanks, a lot of big people there. So
Lindsey Graham.
He's dead.
Jack,
So.
why is Chuck being an asshole, Jack?
No, he's actually accurate.
You represent everything. Jack, you represent peace. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of people trying to degrade you, Jack.
Well, this is the reality of my experience. I carry the messages and the purpose of many groups and organizations, but they don't claim me. I called again the headquarters of Veterans for Peace. I've tried emails in the past when I moved. Well, my testimony is, unfortunately, the men I met with in Spokane, they could not see me. They could not hear me. They could not accept any faith and any ideas that we can do something. So I moved on. And I've been continuing to try and reach leadership of church organizations, of nonprofits aligned with me, because I know there's a movement out there. I'm just not a part of anything anymore. Just me.
You don't have to be.
Jack, you're your movement.
Excuse me, Imperious. I want to say something to him that's actually about something. So you don't need them. You can write. You can choose which conference you want to attend. I don't know how this is set up yet. We're still figuring out our thing. So I can see if there's one that applies to you and send it to you. But you can choose which one you want to attend, register as an attendee, and apply for the sponsorship. And then you can do what they say. And then and you meet the qualifications from the activism that you already did with them. So yeah, just try it. Maybe.
You're fucking wonderful, Emily.
Wow, Emily. Yeah,
Emily's so
you're
amazing.
Spicy too. Spicy.
Emily, can I just say something?
Are you single, Emily?
No, you don't
shut
really
up.
need to say anything.
Don't you come near Emily. I'll kill you. Jack,
You hold a similar energy to Jack.
Jack,
Like,
I'll
when
take him
I
out
see
to
you
a
together,
ditch.
I'm like,
Jack, I'll send him into a ditch if he comes near Emily.
Can you shut Imperious down for a minute so we can talk to Emily?
Well, no, but before Jack, before I go, I just want to say this. Emily, my love, are you there?
Respectfully, please.
I am. I just look. All I want
to
do anything
Damn
for
it.
Jack.
No, it
hate
was
when
this
that
guy.
happens.
It was this
Please.
Jack. It was
Let
this
him
M guy
speak.
with his negativity, Jack.
Hopefully, it's an apology.
Jack, Emily, I am so sorry that I can't help myself around. Like Emily, all I'm saying is we would have the most amazing looking Aryan babies. Like I mean, she has the blonde hair. I got the blue eyes.
Not appropriate.
Emily, we're sorry about that irrational tadpole, but hey, just moving right along. Emily, what you said was very interesting, but did I hear you correctly to say that you might be willing to take part if Jack does get a movement going towards that event, that you might help him navigate it?
I'm already going to be doing it on my thing. So yeah, absolutely. And there'll be more people involved. So there could be.
Get that information, Jack, and see what you can do to put something together.
Dude, that's awesome. Something's actually going to happen.
Well, and don't get over on Imperious. If he's willing to write you a couple letters, drafting those letters, then send them through AI and see what it can do to make them even better. I mean, that's probably what he's going to do.
Scott, come on, man.
Yeah, you're taking the air out of the room, Scott. It's like every time we get going somewhere, something's happening.
Back to Emily. I'm sorry, Emily. Emily, tell us what we should do next.
Well, I mean, there's things you can do throughout the year. If you look up different human rights orgs and follow certain think tanks on X, you can see where the activism is. You know, it depends on what your special niche is that you care about.
What's a think tank on X, Emily? I'm sorry.
Well, like, yeah, there's different opportunities. Like, if you're interested in fighting child harm, you know, with the war, you have all the different types of child harm that occur, people's kids going missing, different things like that. And then you also have, you know, the food stuff, like following RFK, and then there are other smaller groups. Following Julian Assange, I would recommend. He talks about a wide variety of things that are going on. You know, everything from big pharma to the war to kids being harmed, it's all kind of intertwined. So there's so much you can find out there to do.
The accessibility to these people are just kind of hit and miss. Is that how you call it? If they like what you say, they might.
Scott, every time we start gaining fucking ground,
you're talking about this particular conference. At this particular
no. When you're going to try and reach out to some of these people on X, like you were saying, a lot of the different groups and stuff, is the accessibility based on?
No, they can make you aware of certain things that are going on in the world, and if something speaks to you, then you look up how to. You know, we have representatives, and we can reach out to them. We can put pressure on them. And of course, they're corrupt. So what matters to them is, you know, do they want to play the hero, for example? Like with our thing, that's how I'm looking at it is they want to play the hero with helping kids, then that may motivate them to go ahead and push some of these legislative acts through. So, you know, even if you want to keep reiterating how corrupt they are, yeah, and they're careering. So let's take advantage of that fact and put some pressure on them and say, why aren't you doing this or that? You know.
See, she's bright, dude. She's like, why don't we try to influence?
Why are you over talking her? Will you just be quiet so she can continue?
No, I was done.
Oh, well, be quiet anyways. Nobody wants to hear you, Em. Jack, back to you.
I apologize, Scott. I didn't mean to offend you.
Oh, okay. Well,
you guys both have really aggressive energy. I wish you'd just both calm down so we could have a productive conversation. It's terrible.
Well, it was productive, quite honestly, and what Emily brought is kind of interesting. I like the getting into some of those different groups and see if you fit into any of those, Jack, on X.
There's a lot of little branches on that tree.
Do you have an X? I just got on there. Like, I actually post now, so I'm gonna come join yours.
Are you TikToking, Jack? Is that a big part of the living without fear? No.
I
mean, that's where everybody's going. Like, isn't this the Stone Age over here? We're just a bunch of archaic dinosaurs dying out here, going through our evolution. We should be on TikTok. That's where everybody went.
All the famous people are on Instagram.
I didn't go to TikTok because I heard it was like Chinese espionage or some kind of communist.
A lot of political on X. Politics on X.
Elon,
pretty cool.
I was just referencing that as a way to keep abreast of certain things going on in a quick feed kind of a way. When you said you wanted to know which kind of ways to find things there were, that was one small example.
It's super cool. And Jack, if you look at Jack's X account, you guys can interact with Jack, and he actually shares things from other people that you might want to see. He shares some pretty good shit on his X.
Yeah.
I don't go on there.
I've never seen it, but I'm sure it's good.
July 2nd, you shared something. You got this one. Yeah. It's old. It is old, but it's good shit.
I mean, this is big. There's shit on X that Jack put up a while ago.
I mean, dude, it's good. At least go look at it. It's not bad looking at it.
That's work he already put in. That's already blood, sweat, and tears that he invested into the cause.
Yeah,
go
he
check
just
it
needs
out.
to post a couple more times, and
this is all
stop
very weird.
sleeping
there's
on
a
the
lot
X
of people
post.
on X.
I'd like
Jack,
to say
like
what.
Elon Musk.
Can I say something to you
Sorry.
guys? This is all very
She's
strange
feisty.
because I feel like you guys were asking what you could do, which is what I was answering, which is what like just a quick off the cuff answer is you could go find out about different things you care about, put in what you care about on X, and see where some big stuff's happening, and then maybe go cross reference it with stuff in your local community. Just an idea, but I just don't know what all the morbid disappoint is, but like you don't write depositions for politicians. And I heard that answer and I'm like, what? Subpoenas and depositions? This is how you talk to people. So just thought I'd share. And everybody have a good one. Bye-bye.
There's a lot of autism going around here, just in case you didn't notice.
Fucking Scott.
Thank you, Emily. I do appreciate, and I'll try to pursue some of those ideas, perhaps.
I will too. I'll look into some more stuff. So I'm better educated.
Coffee, Jack, and have some communication about ending wars.
I'll follow up with you three and make sure you've done your homework.
Yo, but honestly, like lately, Jack, I'm working on this book. It's called Shadow Awakening: The Dawn of Human Potential by Odysseus Andrianos. It's pretty good. It's like a shadow workbook, work through your own stuff.
I
just thought that was kind of aligns with your channel and what you're doing.
Wouldn't it be easier just to be avoidant, detached, and just kind of deal with conflict that way? Never mind.
Avoid and detach. Okay. I think it's interesting. Our brains are really.
Sorry, Scott. How are you supposed to end a war if you're avoidant? Like, how are you going to end the war? Like, I don't like that right there. I'm just like, you can't be.
No, what'd you say? That's a great question. I didn't hear you, but I know it's a good question.
I said,
avoid and detach.
Dick, I said, how are you going to end the war by being avoidant? Jack can't be avoidant. He has to be a warrior.
You have to be a chameleon, Moose. You come in ready to morph, shift, change, be water, be ready to arise to the occasion. You have to have the faith to move mountains, my friend. You can't look at the Red Sea and be like, oh, it's going to maybe split and give me a path to peace and sanctity.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You can't be avoidant.
Well, yeah, but you avoid any lack of faith or any fear and just ignore the problems till they go away because you know the end from the beginning. Like it's destiny. You can't stop God's plan.
Big Dick's greater wisdom right there.
I'm learning that. That's what I just learned right now. Watching this show, it was amazing. It was like when Scott was blabbering, I kind of went unconscious and started drooling and had a food coma because I ate too much chicken and rice while I was watching the show.
You're welcome.
And Avil kind of got me like anxiety. I was eating cookies and shit before. And
did you touch yourself?
I feel like you need a cleanse, Scott. Don't you think Scott the Bee needs like one of those parasite cleanses?
I already did one of those, and you came
out. All the shit out of his system.
Anybody
finally.
over 300 pounds needs a parasite cleanse.
Actually, I think it's time to wrap up.
You see where they're going with this, Jack? That was not kind to them at all.
That was help. That was love.
That was rather mean, Dick. You were being a dick, not just named Dick. You were.
We've gone over
That's the
2
best
hours,
advice you've had in
and
a
you
while.
guys are having great conversations with each other, but I don't need to be here, and you don't need to be here with me to have those conversations. So why don't we just part ways for today?
Jack's saying, "Get the fuck out." All right, later.
Dude, saying that to
Have a
you,
good day,
Mickey. Jack, it was my pleasure. It was good to see you. I'm glad you got a chance, well, not to see me, but to hear me. And, well, maybe you saw me when I flickered on back to show it was me. So it is live and we're in color. And Dick, how's that guitar playing going? Keep it up. I've heard a little bit of it. You're doing better.
Thanks. I appreciate that, Scott. This show was so exciting that I burned my beans and forgot altogether I had beans on the burner. Something started stinking. The whole house started smoking up.
You were sure to use two.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you joining, brother. Dick, sorry about the beans.
No, it's the most excitement I've had in a while, Jack. I need it. Actually really made my night. So thanks for helping me burn my beans. But that was a good broadcast. I mean, or whatever you call it. It was, it was fun. I had a good time. But I know the end gets frustrating for you because you want to get people kind of focused and they go off into these rabbit trails. Such is the panelverse, Jack. Such is the panelverse.
Jeep said it earlier. I don't know if I can find that comment, but the reality is I start with such high hopes. I try not to get expectations, but I do. I've got such high hopes. And I'm not disappointed. It's just kind of a wake-up call. This is reality, Jack. This is where you're at.
Well, especially when you see the opportunity, right? Avo could have came in here and been, a charge for the cause and brought it because he's obviously a smart guy and has a lot of, wit and intelligence. It seems to be that, could be refocused for good.
Yeah. But hey, we're getting through it. Dick, thank you, brother. I do appreciate you. I'm not sure. I think I'm reading Moose right.
Yeah. One last thing. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just want to say, dude, you had the most patience today. Honorable, man. You were patient. You were kind to me. You were kind to other people. You held your composure very well. I thought you were very eloquent with your speaking and your thoughts. I enjoyed the show. So have a great night.
Hey, I appreciate that. Respect to you. Respect to all the guests, everyone who came through. And I realize, Andy, everyone is free to do as they do. But Chuck, you especially, you're a great example. You ought to look at how your many words might be pretty empty sometimes, but they reveal you. Okay? So, Chuck, I'm glad you're here. All of you, I'm glad you're here because, brothers and sisters, we are all in this together. And the reminder I want to give to all of us, right? The topic today, we strayed away from it, but I'm going to rehash. And if you missed the beginning, I encourage you, check out some of the openings when I do start with all of this hope and energy. The simplicity of God and life. God and life are one. God and life are one. Are you separated from your life? You think you're somehow apart from everyone else and what happens over there doesn't matter as long as it doesn't affect you. You think you're just somehow different, somehow completely apart? Nobody is. Nobody is. And I don't give a damn what you think, especially if what you think is not honest or loving. Right? Because those two matter. It matters to be honest, and not everything honest feels good to say or hear, but you better believe honesty is important. If you don't know that honesty is important by now, well, it's because you bought into the lies. And a lot of people don't even know when they're lying because they don't listen. They don't listen to themselves. They don't listen to those that don't agree with them. They don't listen to the God that's there right now. And in the beginning, I pointed out some ways. I found ways that I can find answers from God. But the reminder is, I pointed out, people have talked people out of talking with God. Are you one of those people that talked you out of talking with God? Did you let other people talk you out of talking with God? Have conversations with God. Know that God is with you. Know that God hears you. Know that God wants to hear you, wants to have a closer, more intimate relationship with you so that you know there's no doubt. You know there's no more doubt that I am with God, I am for God, and God is with me and God is for me. And if you can say that and feel it, you might just know it. It's been a while, and before I get dismissive, let me explore. Welcome, Little Lippy.
Hey, Jack. You know,
Yep.
it's amazing. I'm sitting here in chat, and one of the very guys that sits here and poses that he's one of your biggest proponents and supporters, Andy Hogtelling. And now he's down there disparaging and derogating your platform. It's amazing how you hand these wrenches out to people like that so they can block people like me that are chatting, trying to chat with you. If that's what you want your wrenches for, because that's technically what they're doing. They're dismissing people that are wanting to chat with you because they're in their feelers. So I'm just making a point that maybe if you watch that a little bit more, you might see that what's happening in the chat. Yeah. And I understand you don't really want to do that because that's not your platform. Your platform is up here where you deal with people specifically. Okay. Right. But I'm suggesting maybe work on the wrench issue because that's
or
what?
Well, there's many options. I mean, I realize you got your option for me. That's one of them.
And no, but the option is open to you. I'm just making a suggestion that maybe you could do something about the wrenches because it has gotten far out of hand.
Far, I'm sure far out of hand. So out of hand that we need to stop and address this. Thank you for bringing it to my attention with the immediacy and urgency it's certainly required. I appreciate your respect. Thank you, sir.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to disrupt your platform while your show was going. I was trying to speak to you in chat about issues, and I wasn't. So I came up at the very tail end. I was hoping a better response, but I can see they really triggered you today. Have a good day, Jack.
No, I love you, brother. But what bothers you doesn't have to bother me. Okay. And I'm sorry that your time here is not as conducive with what you want. And Andy and some of the other mods, please, with respect to what he's bringing up, be respectful, guys. Don't abuse what I've been sharing, right? I want a community. I want to bring people in. And if you're just playing games, well, then guess what I get to deal with, okay? I'll deal with it. But I know that if we work together, we can get past these small, insignificant, nonsensical, juvenile disagreements. I mean, we're grown men talking about our comments getting silenced in a chat where we're probably not even paying attention to what's actually happening. But let me not assume. I know there's many who listen to find every disagreement they can find, and praise God. Praise God indeed. Andy, holy cows, my friend. And Keith lied, he was abusing Sophia. And Chuck in Tennessee. Brother, you are such... What is false about my goals, you ignorant fool? I should disengage. I mean, clearly the ignorance is catching my attention today, and there's far greater things for me to point the gift that is my attention, and I share that gift of attention that God has given to me, the time to pay attention, the time to have awareness. I want to bring my attention back to God, not the naysayers, not the disbelievers. Keep your doubts, keep your disbelief if that's what you want to do, but if you love yourself, you won't. And if you love the truth, it doesn't have to be proven. It's just got to be discovered. And then once you discover it, you can accept it. And once you accept the truth, you're going to find a greater freedom. At least that was my experience. I'm going to wrap it up from here so I don't end up just going through the same old stuff, but I may be back at any time, either today or not in the future. Who knows? Who knows where we're going to go? I know it's exciting. And I know that if there's someone out there who believes that peace can be found, a conversation such as this, it can happen. And I'll be more nice. I won't be so angry like in the photos. I'll be very respectful and kind in helping Donald Trump understand how to be a better man for himself so that he can lead the men and women in Congress into being better than they've been. And that's all it's about. I'm pretty sure that's all God wants you to do, wants me to do, is just to be better, to accept that better is. The greatest is with you, the highest consciousness above your confusion, above your fear. That's the heavenly realm where you belong. Join me. Till next time, choose love. We'll discuss more how to do it then. Choose love, peace for everyone, of course, and walk with faith. Seriously, you can. And then you can find that you do live without fear. Peace to you all, and God bless you. Thank you.